the highs are actually being in fellowship with other human beings, sharing major events that happen in the world and discussing those. I think the lows for me as a Christian is actually it can be quite lonely. Quite often you can be, or feel to be, the only Christian in the workplace. I do know other Christians where it is difficult to actually go back in the parish with problems that they've had at work and they've got really no support at all.
What sometimes helps me, Faith, is that people will start talking and you can tell that they want answers to something. And if I can give an answer and they go away a bit happier, surely that's my faith coming out, helping them.
I believe this is a job where the church should put its resources into, because many people live what in their opinion is a very Christian lifestyle, but they're not necessarily church visiting people. And for many, the interaction with the industrial chaplain will be the first and only opportunity that some of them will ever have had to actually see the church working in practice. And I think more businesses should take onto it.
Well, industrial mission has just changed substantially. It has changed to meet the changes that have taken place. What they've done is engage themselves very much with the regeneration agenda, very much with the changes that have come about within the area. They have engaged themselves with local authorities, with chief executives and with leaders of the council about the way in which the economy is changing and what that has meant for the people who live here.
Quite often we expect people to come into places where we are, and I think it's important that we go out to places where they are. And most of my parish seem to end up on at least one occasion in the week in our local Asda. So I meet a lot of my parishioners there, but also being able to engage with the staff. We've had baptisms from there, we've had several weddings, and it's just nice to be able to have a little bit of time and space to be able to talk to people where they are.
Well, I think many people in churches are aware of the changes that go on around, and they are interested in trying to support internationally and nationally the changes that occur and the difficulties that people face. But how can they get engaged with this? I think in perhaps 3 or 4 ways. One way is supporting the work of chaplains and others in their prayers. And another way, one has to say it, is thinking about the financial support that's actually necessary to continue this work, because it doesn't happen without financial support. But also, I think, people might think about whether or not they could become friends of Bcuim. Some people might be interested in learning how to be an associate chaplain or to offer their services and support in the workplace.
Oh, I think Jesus' example in every walk of life is so important. Peter was a fisherman. Where did he meet him? At the place of work. Matthew was a tax collector. Where did he meet him? At a place of work. So Jesus was deeply embedded in all his ministry, in the workplace and in what people were doing and where they were spending most of their lives. And so I think the industrial mission mirrors what Jesus was doing and brings us out into the 21st century as part of his ministry.